tight one. What do you think the way you guys played?
Yeah, no, that was a hard-fought game. We know how desperate the Rangers are going to be, and we certainly saw that. And at times got into a little bit of a track meet going both ways, but both specialty teams had to obviously step up. And it was a good game, good goaltending, and we come out on the right side of it.
How would you describe the impact Luke Shen made?
A big one. I think that ran into some people, a couple of big shot blocks. Keeps the game simple, like we talked about this morning or yesterday. Makes a good first pass. Recognizes what's ahead of him. I thought, I'm sure there was lots of nerves coming in here, and first game against a team like the Rangers, that was a real good first showing.
And what was your reaction to the goalie interference call?
You could see Barron's foot. We would have called it. It's probably the best way I can answer that.
In a tight game like that, was that a perfect kind of sequence of where and how Luke Schenk can have a profound impact for you guys?
Yeah, I mean he's plays in those situations. I think that there's a lot of guys that go the long way around to get to the net when he's out there, but the shot blocking, kind of just that presence around the net front. So we're gradually going to start to put him into more and more situations. This is obviously the first one, but saw some real good things on the penalty kill as well. Some good patience. After he got the puck down low, he made some good clears, made some good outlet plays. So good first game.
The Lowry line is kind of known as the identity line. How would you coin or phrase the fourth line of Iafallo, Barron, and Tanev?
Pest line? I don't know. I don't know. They you know what? Again, they got energy. They buzz. They good zone time. I like a lot of what those guys do. They don't get stuck in their end very often, and they get the job done down the other end.
And then with Tanev in particular as well, it just seems like he's able to bring people into the fight, and he obviously has the speed, but just the energy. How much does that shift momentum for a bench in the course of a game when he makes a positive play?
Yeah, I think that everybody knows him and knows what he does. Certainly, he has history here in Winnipeg, but he can get underneath the skin of the opposition. He's quick, though. He's a lot quicker. I knew he was fast, but you can really see his quickness. And, he's a energy bunny there. He just gets going, and you like to see that. It puts a lot of pressure on the opposition.
When Shen was asked about what it was like to play with the team, he pointed out the structure and the details. How much pride do you take as a coach or your coaching staff in the idea that he walks in and says, well, the game plan's great and all the players are doing everything they're supposed to do?
Well, I think that, that's obviously our base, and that's what the buy-in has been for us the last few years. And he sees the example. He played against us. He was in our division. But I know that for him it makes it easier with that structure, having that kind of defense first mentality. It makes it an easier game for him, and that just being because that's what he does well.
Scott, Cole Perfetti had the big game tonight, 2 primary assists, but that second line, their strong play really dates back 15 or 20 or so games. What's working so well for that line?
Yeah, cohesive. The one thing is they haven't got the numbers that, they've gotten some great looks, some great chances. That's a career high in points for Fetz. That's awesome. I mean, he didn't score, but he made a couple of really nice plays. Again, that line, they looked real dangerous. And I was trying to run him up against Panarin's line. With Trocheck, that's a big task, and because what they're going to do going the other way. I thought they won the majority of the ice battle. They spent a lot more time in New York's end than in our end. So that's a good sign when that can happen.
And your penalty kill since January, I believe, is 6th or 7th best in the NHL. The power play has been great all year, but what kind of asset is it to bring the penalty kill in? You got a big one late tonight as well.
Yeah, we looked at it kind of post Christmas, and then kind of after the break, there's some changes that we wanted to do, but adding Luke and Brandon kind of help it. They're kind of 2 real good penalty killers, so hopefully it continues to keep doing what it needs to do. Still some areas for us, some of the clears things, not getting the clears when we have that opportunity. That's a big thing if you can get it down there and get a change, get some fresh bodies out there. But you know what, guys are really kind of zoning in, recognizing how important our penalty kill is, just like our power play. And on any given night, one of them may save you or win you a hockey game. And that one you talked about late in the game, that was big.
Didn't see Velarde out the last few minutes. Did he get nicked up at the end?
No.
No, he's fine.
No, that was just, I wanted to kind of, that was who was coming. I do that with Al, either Al, and I did it once with Tanev going on that. Just kind of get to the 5-minute mark. Just tendency to lean on those guys a little bit. Thank you.
Thank you, appreciate it.